I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another enlightening edition of Manual TV Sports Channel's daily updates. And briefly, let's check out the tidbits for today's stories. You check out the latest from the camp of our very own Francis Abu and latest from the camps of some Black Stars players who got injured before the last international break. Honorable Sports Minister Kofi Adams Idi has spoken at length, and you're going to check out his words in this video. Before that, if you're new on this platform, quickly let's do it together. Subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Let's show love to the platform and video by liking and sharing to other social media platforms. Question for the day: Ghana, are you ready to host World Cup? Suggestion from Honorable Sports Minister Kofi Adams Idi: Ghana can partner Nigeria and Ivory Coast to host World Cup as CONCACAF, UEFA, and other confederations are doing. Just write something decently in the comment box. Your opinion might be different from mine, as we are in the democratic dispensation. Differences and divergence are always welcome. Subsequently, I'll give you special shoutouts. Straightforward, let's get into the video and start from the camp of our very own Francis Abu. This is a piece of good news through the official communique from the spokesperson of the Ghana Football Association, Harry Asante Chum. Francis Abu is recovering well after successful surgery at the Toyota Memorial Hospital in Japan, and he has started with his initial phase of rehabilitation as he is in good spirits. After everything, he will be discharged this weekend. As to whether he had been discharged or not, I don't know. But the latest communique from Henry Asante Chum 2 days ago is that Francis Abu is in good condition. And from there, as I already stated on this platform, he will be accompanied by a technical member of the Black Stars team to his residence in France. That is where he will go and continue with his rehabilitation and healing process. And I think he will be fine and come back stronger to play for the Black Stars and his club side to lose. So that is the latest from Henry Asante Chum. Quickly, let's go through his words on the screens. According to Henry, on his official Facebook page, Francis Abu's condition has significantly improved. As anticipated, the surgery yielded excellent results and the players' spirits are high. The initial rehabilitation proceeding as planned, and he is expected to be discharged this weekend. Gratitude is expressed to the surgeons at the Toyota Memorial Hospital in Japan, the medical staff of the Black Stars, led by Prince Dr. Pambo, and the medical team at Tulu FC. Abu will make a strong comeback. Exact words from Harry Asante Chum, and I think it's a piece of good news. Dr. Albert Evezi has also tried as much as he can for Francis Abu. He's a physiotherapist in the Black Stars technical team, same as Desmond Ofe. So that is it from his camp. Away from his camp, let's talk about our football and the progress of the Black Stars, especially we hosting another World Cup. According to Honorable Sports Minister Kofi Adams Idi, Ghana, we can partner Nigeria and Ivory Coast to host World Cup. He's saying that at this moment, FIFA has given the green light to other federations or confederations for them to host World Cup in that manner. When you talk about the CONCACAF, we've seen USA, Canada, and Mexico hosting 2026 World Cup tournament. Aside that, the next World Cup will be hosted by Morocco, Portugal, and Spain. I stand to be created. And after everything, Ghana, through Africa, and even through WAFU, we can do that. Partnering Ivory Coast and Nigeria to host the World Cup. Very amazing. There's that words from Honorable Sports Minister Kofi Adams Idi.
Higher levels to carry on. We want to give our fans a joy to be in these 3 countries that host the competition. This is happening for the first time. The previous World Cups that we have participated in have been single nation hosting. This is the first time 3 nations are going to be hosting, and it looks like FIFA is adapting that role now, because the 2030 and then 2034 is also adapting the same line. So you have Morocco, you have I think Portugal, and then Spain also going to host the 2032 already. So they are beginning to adapt a number of nations doing it. So maybe, who knows, the next one will be Ghana, Nigeria, and then Cote d'Ivoire coming together to also host the World Cup, and it will be good. With the level of infrastructure His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wants us to do, I believe that we together with Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire, who have already invested quite a lot because they hosted AFCON not too long ago, we can also ask for that right.
This is really amazing from his side. I know we get a lot of opinions as to what people think about what can happen if Ghana can partner Nigeria and Ivory Coast to host World Cup. After this communique, I've seen a lot of people coming out with their opinions, and you get to know how best we can host this World Cup. I will not waste time on this. Let's talk about his next updates about the Black Stars and the 2026 World Cup tournament. According to Honorable Sports Minister, Ghana, we are not just going to participate at the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. So if you are going into the World Cup, we should assemble the best players that we have so that we can go and do something better at the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. Exact words from Honorable Sports Minister Kofi Adams Idi.
Well, my position is that good and great players should not be left out anywhere they find themselves, whether they are local or foreign. Indeed, we are not going for this World Cup just to participate and come on. That's why we must assemble our best. It should not be like we should pick people from local because they are local. If they are the best, let's pick them. We must be intentional about growing our local football and be intentional about retaining the local talents. But if all we do is that when somebody is good, the next moment is looking for a club that will buy the person, then we cannot have the local players. So we need to be very intentional about retaining good and skillful and talented players also here. Then you can pick them. But if the plan always is a club picks a player, the player is good, he is skillful, the next moment is that they are sharing his videos looking for any club to be interested in him, then how are we going to pick the local players? When every good one, we are shipping them and planing them away from our soils. So part of my strategy is to see whether it is the remuneration that is low or whatever is low, to begin to work at it. And that is why we have started with strong government intervention in supporting the Premiership. We will extend this to cover many other development sports, and we will work to improve it, especially when the sports fund is finally launched, and then it start yielding something, we start growing it. We will use to support all sports, not only football though. But it's not so expensive supporting the other sports as compared to football. Football is really, really expensive. And so it takes a lot, and it brings a lot of pressure on every minister and every sports minister, and then, of course, every management of that federation. But we'll do our best to improve the local league so we can also have players that will do well. Asari, the goalkeeper, is one such example. He's doing very well. He's a local player. And so it shows that if you invest in somebody, you train the person, you can always have good talent that will also play some responsibilities.
So these are the words of Honorable Sports Minister Kofi Adams Idi. I think looking at how he envisions things are very right in that manner. Some years ago, other sports ministers were talking about Ghana hosting AFCON tournaments again. This time around, this sports minister is saying that Ghana, we can partner Ivory Coast, talking of Cote d'Ivoire and Nigeria, to host World Cup. Are you ready? Indeed, your opinion is yours. It's in your hand and it's in the comment box. Type it decently into it. Now, let's talk about some players, key Black Stars players who missed out on the last international break, especially during our last two matches against Japan and South Korea. And let me start in the order. Ready-Inaki-Sulemana-Mumin, he has returned from long-term injury, and this time around, he has made his debut for his club side. Bologna, he's on loan from Atalanta Calcio. Yesterday, he played 12 minutes for them as they defeated Udinese by 3-0 in the Serie A. Iñaki Williams, he has returned to grass, but as to whether he's going to come back as soon as possible. Yesterday, he missed out for Athletic Club in their 4-0 defeat to Barcelona in the Spanish La Liga. Mohamed Kudus is back, confirmed by coach Frank Thomas. And this evening, Kudus Mohamed will feature for Tottenham Hotspur against Arsenal, the Gunners, in the EPL. So that is the latest from his side. Mohamed Salisu, he left Black Stars camp before our last game against South Korea. Yesterday, Mohamed Salisu played the full total for his club side, AS Monaco, against Stade Rennais in their 4-0 victory in the French League 1. So that is really interesting and a piece of good news from the camp of Mohamed Salisu. Let's talk about Antoine Semenyo with the latest updates. Antoine Semenyo, he's having ankle injury and he might return, God willing, on the 29th of November 2025. So that is the latest coming in. Maybe, God willing, next week Saturday is when Antoine Semenyo will return so that he will come and play for Ghana Black Stars and also his club side, AFC Bournemouth. Up to moment, he has also returned to grass, and at this moment, he's racing through his rehabilitation in order to come back stronger for his club side, Rayo Vallecano, in the Spanish La Liga. I don't have specific and authentic updates about Daniel Kofiche, but at the moment, we are seeing that whatever it is, it might be a piece of good news so that he will also come back stronger for his club side, SC Freiburg, and his national team side, the Black Stars of Ghana. Ernest Nyama will also return, God willing, on the 6th of next month, 6th of December 2025, to full-scale training at Olympic Lyon. So these are some quick and brief updates. Here's some a piece of good news coming in from the camp of some Black Stars players. Let me end this presentation from the camp of Antoine Semenyo. According to Joko, the legendary former player of Chelsea, Semenyo, when you look at his performance this season, I stand to be corrected. In about 11 games, Semenyo has scored 6 goals and provided 3 assists. He has emerged as a subject of interest for top European clubs, especially clubs within the EPL. Talking of Manchester United, Liverpool, and others. But according to Joko, looking at things and looking at Chelsea Football Club, it might be difficult for Antoine Semenyo, but Chelsea, looking at the next window, the winter transfer window, they should try as much as they can to get the signature of Antoine Semenyo. I have earlier reported to you on this platform through the transfer group Fabrizio Romano that Semenyo is having a release clause of £65 million with £5 million add-ons as to whether it will be activated by his club side, AFC Bournemouth, from other clubs. It remains to be seen how the developments will progress in the next updates of ours on this platform. But Joko is saying that Chelsea, try as much as you can to get the signature of Semenyo. And I was like, Chelsea, they've really stuck their wide parts of their football journey so far in the EPL. They're having players like Alejandro Garnacho, they have Jamie Gittens, they even have Estivao and other key players who can play at the wide part, talking of the flanks. And Semenyo coming in, is he going to get enough minutes at Chelsea? I think it might not be a good decision for Semenyo if he really wants to enjoy football in the EPL. He shouldn't even try going to Chelsea at this moment. I think maybe subsequently he can just move on to Chelsea and get enough time. As that's worse from Joko on our screens. Let's have a full glance together. Knowing Chelsea, he might be too old. I would have to check his age. But from a football perspective, if he's available and he wants to come, it's a no-brainer in terms of bringing him into the football club. With Chelsea's model, there will be a financial element and evaluation element to it. So it's all come down to that. He would be a welcome addition to the Chelsea squad, and he probably starts because he's been superb for Bournemouth. According to Joko, when it comes to Chelsea Football Club now, Antoine Semenyo can start at Chelsea Football Club with the names that I've already mentioned. I don't know what you can also say about this, so you can write something decently in the comment box. So these are the latest updates surrounding Ghana football and some Black Stars players. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Before I take a leave of you, let me give special shout out to these amazing commenters. Indeed, you've been very supportive to Manual TV Sports. Special shout out to Opon Kingsford. I do appreciate your support. Ofosu Prosper Dortmund, Edward Osei, and Siata. Okay, let me look at the name very well before I pronounce it wrongly. Siata Kwama or Swata Kwama. Special shout out to Emmanuel Kwapon. I do appreciate your support. Haruna Muhammad, Rufai Abdullah, Samuel Anointed 9, Rufai Abdullah, Don Wright. I do appreciate your support. Edward Papason, Aboboya Sisineko, Rufai Abdullah, and others in the comment box. Subsequently, I will give you shout outs under my previous videos and even these updates. Let's meet in the next one. As a Frenchman will say, au revoir.